rise with the sun. Step 2, get some good, some food in you. Step 3, think real hard about what you want to be. Step 4, everybody just do your thing.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Wake up, today's gonna be a good day.
The world is wide. Let's make it closer. With smart planning and a touch of magic, Ash knows travel. Welcome to the future of travel. Hello, everybody, and welcome. My name is Ash, and welcome to my YouTube channel, Ash Knows Travel, where I share trainings, insider tips, walkthroughs to help travel advisors book smarter and build confidence. And tonight's training is all about creating your own mini assistant for your travel business. I'm going to show you how to use simple tools and automation to take tasks off your plate, save time, and make your day-to-day business run smoother and more efficiently. So if you're here live, make sure you go ahead and comment hello. I want to know that you're with me. Welcome. Hello, everyone. And of course, if you're watching this on a replay later on, go ahead and comment hashtag replay so that I know that you stopped by. So let's go ahead and get ready to dive in. I am so excited for tonight's training because this saves me so much time. Like when you're a AI assistant, whether it's ChatGPT, that's the one I'm going to be talking about tonight primarily. But whether you use ChatGPT, Gemini, Claude, whatever it is, it all works the same, okay? But this is going to make you talking to them so much easier. So I'm really excited to show you this. But before we dive in, I also want to do just a quick reminder. On the 17th, we are going to be having an awesome training with the most wonderful Courtney Palladino. She's Founders Council member, 2-time platinum. She's a 7-time IATAN holder and a 250K income earner and so much more. So we are going to have an awesome like powerhouse, like kind of just info session for you guys where we are going to answer any of the questions that you have. And honestly, we want your questions, okay? So as you watch tonight, I want you to think about what you love about Courtney or questions you want to answer. You want to ask her, or even myself, okay? I'm going to be answering questions too. It's going to be 2 leaders, 1 lesson. So whether it's about booking, confidence, systems, growing your business, whatever you have in mind, make sure you drop those questions in the comments for me. I have somebody available to screenshot them so we can get them later. And then I'm just going to kind of sit through and go through them with her, and we're going to answer some questions on the 17th at 5 p.m. PST. So make sure you drop the comments and make sure you tune in on that date as well. But of course, let's go ahead and dive into our training for tonight, okay? We have a create your own mini assistant for your travel business. And you're going to want to make sure that you stay to the end of this because I'm going to give you exactly what you need to take this to a whole new level. Everything that I'm covering tonight will be given to you at the end as a special bonus that will help you set up your mini assistant quickly and easily. All right, so let's go ahead and dive in, shall we? Let me remove this off the screen here and let's go ahead. So, what are we going to be talking about today? I've already told you. We're going to talk about what a mini assistant actually does, why you should have one, the simple steps to build it, and what it can actually help you with, the safety rules that you need to know about, and of course, tips and tricks that are going to just kind of make it a lot easier to use. And then lastly, that gift I promised you and a closing. But why should you build a mini assistant in your AI? Because honestly, you deserve the support without needing a whole team. We don't need a whole team. We have AI now. That's our team. That's our village within the whole entire back office system, right? A mini assistant is going to help you in so many ways, like saving time, responding faster, staying organized, reducing that overwhelming feeling, right? We just talked about being overwhelmed when I sat down with Miss Joanne. She said, if you sit in an entire room with a bunch of travel agents and ask them one thing that they feel when they first start, what is it? That they're overwhelmed, okay? You need to have an assistant. You are not capable of doing everything. Let them do it for you, right? Then it's going to also help you with keeping your tone consistent. We're going to talk about that tonight, about the tone that you want to have for your business. That way, also, you're never starting from scratch and you have a helper 24/7. And honestly, a helper in life because I ask it everything. How many of you guys already have your AI set up? How many of you guys are using? What are you using? Are you using ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini? I don't know what else there is. There's a whole bunch of different AIs out there in the world right now. But let me know in the chat, what are you guys currently using? I feel like ChatGPT is where it's at. I like it. It's just my little bestie when it comes to work and just weird questions that pop into my head. So we're going to talk about primarily that one, but anything that I cover tonight can be used in any type of AI system when you want it to learn who you are so it can do exactly what you want it to do. Let's talk about that, right? Now, what does this have an advantage for when it comes to travel advisors? It's going to help you build more confidence. It's going to create faster workflows, a better client experience. Speaking of a better client experience, okay, that's actually going to be our training coming up in the following week, but I'm actually going to hit on that tomorrow. Tomorrow at 5 p.m. PST, I'm going to start the client experience and we're going to do the modern client onboarding kit. Okay, that's going to be on Thursday, tomorrow. And it's going to be live at 5 p.m. PST. And I'm going to show you what I do after I get a client. But that's really what it's built inside ChatGPT. So this is a part of it either way, okay? But the reason I'm saying that is because it helps with that client experience. And having an onboarding kit that you automatically send out is what? It's confident. It's professional communication. It's clean, right? That's exactly why we need to have our assistant set up. We need to tell ChatGPT or whatever who we are so we have less stress and it already knows what to do, right? And we have busy seasons right now. Busy seasons is now. Anything from November, December, January, February, March, April, May. Honestly, that's probably one of the hottest times for booking because they're planning out the rest of their year, right? So you have all different types of inquiries come in and you need ChatGPT or your AI, whatever which one you use. You need it set up. You need to know exactly who you are, okay? So platform options. Now, of course, I've already kind of discussed this. We have ChatGPT, that's who I'm recommending for today, but they also have Claude, Gemini, and another one that I've never really went over. I've heard about it. It does have like a CRN system kind of built too, but I've heard it's free for the most part. But Notion AI is a good one too. But honestly, depends on how you want to do it. All right. Now, I do have the paid version of this platform for ChatGPT. I do pay $20 a month for it. You don't have to have it. All it does is just gives you more options, makes it faster a little bit. Like you could have folders and etc. stuff like that. But any of these platforms typically start off free. So if that's something you're still looking for, you can use any of them. All right. But whatever which one you use, okay, you're going to be able to kind of set it up to where it knows you. That's what we're going for. So what does a mini assistant actually do? Let's talk about it, okay? A mini assistant is like a digital helper. It's going to be set up to where you train it to support things like emails, captions, follow-ups, summaries, scripts, client messages, just general organization, plans, how you want to plan your content, how you want to scale your business, when you want to take your business to the next level. I can keep going because that's what it does. It literally, I have an entire tab. I can show it to you right here. Okay, let me show you. I have my chat GPT pulled up. I have my entire plan for my YouTube channel. Boom, Ash Knows Travel YouTube. And it's all in here. I mean, wherever we're going. Okay, going in here. Also, we also have set up. We got where we got live stream planning is kind of the same thing. Anytime I do corporate trainings, that's its own tab, right? Needs to know everything. We got a lot. Okay, I use it for everything. It does everything. Even you can even set up your own chat GPT if you wanted to. You could build it in here. You have to have the pro version for that, but it also makes videos. It does AI. I mean, it does all kinds of stuff, right? You could do like the search chats or anything that you make. It does coding. It does Atlas. I mean, it does everything, right? But in general, what is it meant to do? It's helping you stay in control of your business. That's what it does. It literally helps you set up exactly what you need to function on a daily basis. And I absolutely love it. So, what does it need from you to get this started? That is the first part of this, okay? You have to set a foundation. And I'm going to give you the guide for this so you don't have to do it right now, but I want you to understand while we're doing it so you don't skip over it. Because if I just give you the guide, you're just going to be, oh, okay, whatever. And then when I ask you questions, you're going to get lazy. Don't do that. I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to show you exactly what it does when you start talking to it like this. But here we are. Okay. Context. It needs who you are and what you book. It needs your niches. It needs to know what you want to talk about. It needs to know, how many years you've done this, what kind of certifications you have. If you are a Disney specialist and you have so many years and you've been to Jamaica and you've been on 12 cruises and you've booked 20,000 bookings, whatever, right? Speak it into existence. And I'm just kidding. Whatever you have, okay? It needs to know that. And I mean, I want you to be detailed about it. That's why we're not going to do it right now because that would take us a long time, right? Next thing it needs to know, how you like to talk. I am funny. I think I'm funny. Do you think I'm funny? Let me know. I don't know. I think I'm funny, and I like to make a lot of my content with kind of jokes. Not like really, like we're professional, but I like to be lighthearted. I like to be warm. I like to be inviting, connecting. I like to be trustworthy. I like to be simple. Yep. I try not to overcomplicate things, but ChatGPT definitely can. So you need to tell it, I like simple things. Do not give me too much context. Yep, tell it that, right? Also, what you want it to do. I mean, you have to tell it exactly what you want it to do. And every time you want to add something to it, just tell it, okay, from here on out, I also want you to do this. Okay. So that is like building the foundation of who your AI should be. This is going to help create the core of everything that it's going to output from here on out. So, continuing the next step. Okay. So, the step part was giving your about me, telling it your tone, and then giving it your workflow. Now, of course, we also are going to do, then we have that part with telling it the task that you want it to help. Now, of course, it goes a little bit further than that, but I want you to screenshot this before I do anything else, okay? I've already given all of my chat GPT that, and I'm going to show you what it does. So let's just say we're going to take one of these. Give me one. Ooh, packing list, pre-travel reminders. Ooh, gentle reminders, intro messages. Okay, let's do intro. No, we're doing intro stuff tomorrow. So let's do a gentle reminder. Okay. So let's go into my chat GPT. I'll just use a blank one to show you. All right. And I'm not going to try and type very loud. So give me 1 second while I type quietly. Actually, give me a second. I'm going to mute myself while I'm typing so it's not really loud in your ear. 1 second. All right. I wanted to mute it while I was typing because I didn't want to hurt your ears. It's so loud when I type. It drives me crazy. But here we are. So we have gentle reminders, 7-day departures, and look how it talks. Look how here are gentle, friendly travel with Ash branded reminders you can send to your clients as their trip approaches. Each one sounds warm, professional, and helpful, perfect for text, email. Do you see how it does that? That's what that does. That's exactly all that does. Your trip is almost here. Travel with Ash. 3 days before, 2 days. Okay, that's I could do anything. Okay, so there's welcome back home and has it all set up. Okay, now make these. Sorry if it's loud. In emails. All right, cool. Thank you. Do you see where I'm going with this? What else did it tell us we could do? Let me come back over here. All right, content captions. All right, ideas. Okay, cool. Boom. High engagement content ideas, your travel advisor brand, and the way you show up online. It's your energetic, educational, AI powered, tropical, and binge worthy content. Cool. Okay, do you guys get why I'm saying that? So if I wanted it to do something like that, okay, let's go back. Give it your about me. Now let's take a look at that about me. Let's ask it. Let me just ask it. Give me about me. Oh Lord, here we go. Woo. Hi, I'm Ash. I'm the travel obsessed. Okay, detail driven planner behind Ash Travel with Ash. For over 13 years, I've helped families, couples, groups, first time travelers turn their dream vacations. Okay, I'm based in a small town in Alabama, but my heart lives somewhere between Cancun and Caribbean shorelines. What? Let's see. Listen, this is what I'm telling you. This is what it does. Okay, whether you're traveling with your family, that's my niche, celebrating something special, event planning, or escaping for a much needed getaway, I'm here to make it easy, enjoyable, 100% tailored to you. Travel isn't just what I do, it's what I love, and helping you travel better is what I'm best. Guys, okay? I got all of that just from telling that. And don't worry, I'm going to give you the guide to tell you exactly that. But that's how easy it is. You don't have to go any deeper than that, okay? And look, it has social media. I mean, it's going to bring it all out, okay? But that's where I'm getting at, okay? So you can get that from telling it about you, telling it how you want to talk, giving it your workflow, okay? And then telling the task you want it to help with. That's exactly what I did, right? So now you guys kind of have an idea. If you want to screenshot this, go ahead and screenshot it, okay? Feel free to. But let's keep going, shall we? Now, the next part of that to cover that is going to be how to make it sound like you. Okay. You saw how it was talking like me. I tell it exactly how I want it to sound. Warm, friendly. If you need more descriptions, ask it for more. But when I give you the guide, it's going to tell you what to put in there and it's going to tell you how to talk. So just hold on that. Okay. But keep it short. That's a big thing you got to have to tell. If you don't want it to over talk, tell it that. Okay. And match my tone. All right. Also, a really big thing is like, you can go in there and paste a couple messages that you wrote. Like if you're talking to somebody and you like the way you said that or whatever, paste it in there. It'll actually ask you for it if you let it. It'll tell you what do you need from me, and it'll tell you what it needs. But what I try to tell it to avoid is robotic long paragraphs. That's the problem. That's something that AI will automatically do, so we have to get rid of that. Tell it, make it sound human if it gets too far into that part, okay? Now, safety rules. I like to show this because a lot of you guys take too much to just turn it into basically where you rely heavily on ChatGPT. But there are certain things that you cannot rely on any of these AIs for. So I want to tell you them. First of all, any quote prices. The AI system in general can be highly inaccurate. It can absolutely be inaccurate. Check everything that it sends to you, okay? Don't let it sit there and promise anything, okay? If it promises you something, I have this a lot when I'm making my stuff for tradings. It'll be like, yeah, we'll give you this, this, and this. You double check it because sometimes it doesn't, okay? Especially if you use it to make mock bookings, don't rely so heavily on it being accurate. You have to tell it to be accurate when it comes to those mock bookings, and you have to tell it exactly what you want. Giving supplier info. Do not ever use it to rely on for what the suppliers do. It's inaccurate. Yep. You could use it for like itinerary suggestions or maybe good hotel suggestions, but don't ever use it for up-to-date client or supplier, not client, but supplier info for clients or for yourself. Okay. That will get you lost in the sauce. It's not accurate. I can tell you that. Don't ever let it pretend to be a vendor, give you prices or anything, give you details, trip ideas. Like, well, trip ideas are fine, but not to a point where this is exactly how much it would cost to this and this. Don't do that. Okay. Also, never suggest the legal or medical advice. Also, not very accurate on that. And then don't ever let it set up to send anything without you verifying it first. Because, like I said, it's not meant to be always perfect. It makes mistakes. So you have to make sure that you don't allow one of those mistakes because it's going to speak for you. So you have to make sure that what it's saying, right? So just some safety rules. Okay. But idea how we're trying to get to the formula of to get it to talk to you the way it talks to me is you need to tell it who you are, who it's for, what you need. Okay, who it's for is a big one for me because I have different brands, right? So when you saw me how I said travel with Dash, that's why, because I needed it to know what it's for, how you want it to talk, and then the format you want it to go in. Now for these couple of ones, the tones and the formats, I tell it to remember it. I will say, remember that format, remember this tone, remember how you did this, and it will update its memory. So, like, watch this. Okay. If we go back over here, and I want you to say, remember this. And some people say you don't have to do this, and that's fine, but I do it because watch what it does. If it does it. See how it did updated save memory? Got it. I'll keep that saved and use it anytime you need it in my about me, bio, intro, or brand. See how that works? That's what I do that for. So up to you if you want to do it that way, but I highly recommend it. Saves me a lot of time. Okay. But that is pretty much how that works. Okay. But that's how that works. Okay. So let's go to the next one. Easily daily prompts. Make this message friendly. Shorter version, turn into a caption, summarize this clearly, rewrite this in my tone. Why am I saying this? You need to say these when you're talking to it daily. Stuff like this. When you need to encourage it, you need to tell it, okay, I like the way you wrote this, but it needs to be more friendly. That's setting the tone. I need it to be shorter. You're telling it what you need, right? Turn this into a caption. This is what I'm going to use it for. Summarize this clearly. You're making it too long. Clear it up, right? Rewrite this and how I would talk. Set that tone right there. Okay. That's what I'm saying. When I'm telling you to talk to it, it's not going to be a one fit all, but what I'm giving you today is enough to get it started. And then as you go, you'll fix it. I don't like the way you did that. Redo it. And I talk to it like it's my friend. I'll be like, what did you just say? We are not saying that. No, we can't do that. Like, that's why it's that quirky kind of fun deal, because I talk to it exactly how I want it to sound. You know, like, don't try to make it robotic because it will become out robotic, right? Talk to it like it's your bestie. I promise you. Okay. Next, some tips and tricks for you. Remind it who you are. Sometimes it forgets. So just remind it of your tone. Keep the task short. You have to tell ChatGPT, or I'm sorry, I'm so used to saying ChatGPT, AI assistant in general. Okay. Tell it exactly what you want it to do. Don't over put too much complications into it. Don't under it either. Okay. You need to tell it exactly what you want. I'm going to give you an example. When we do our like daily schedule, okay, I got into a system where I was able to make it in Chat GPT, and everybody helps out with the daily schedule on our team, right? But it's way easier now because I created a prompt for it. And now I can just go into my little folder, click on daily schedule and say, okay, here's the trainings for tomorrow, make the schedule. And it makes it for me. That's what I'm saying. Okay. But I had to fix it over time. I had to build it over time. Anytime you guys are like, how did you make this, this, and this, right? Chat GPT is where I start. I have to tell it, this is what I want to do. How do I do that? And then I feed it information and it builds. Okay. Always verify before sending. Always save your favorite prompts. So another way I'll show you, like if you like something, like let's just say we liked this. Okay. Okay. Give me, sorry if it's loud. Give me a prompt to do this again. Now you could save this prompt, okay? And then the next time I want it to rewrite something, I know that's kind of a bad example, but it'll be able to just put it back in. Like this creates the prompt again. So if you liked a caption, or if you liked your 7 days of whatever content you made, whatever you did, it'll make a prompt to where it creates it over and over. Okay. So that's what that means when it says to do that. All right. So, and then of course, make sure you ask for things as you're going. If you want it shorter, if you want it simpler, more friendly, whatever, ask for it. Tell it what you want it to do. All right. So that is all I really have for you tonight. It's not too long because it's pretty simple, right? But I want you, of course, to take this and then do it on your own. I don't want to spend hours talking about it when we don't need to. All right. I just want to get straight to the point. So if you want the mini guide to do this exact same thing so you don't have to do it on your own, we have an engagement deal. I want you to comment AI in the chat for me, okay? And I'm going to show you what you're going to get. Give me 1 second. Got to go back in there. All right. Here it is. All right. So comment AI in the chat if you want these setup questions, so it makes it easier for you and you don't have to spend too much time thinking of them. All right. About me. What do you need to know about me as a travel advisor to support my business? You like that? How I want my tone. The task I want you to make. Do not list. Workflow. This is what I do. my preferences. And then if you really want to be fancy, okay, you can even set it up to give you one daily reminder that would help me stay consistent as a travel advisor. And it would tell you. Cool. Role set up, and then you can set up how you want it to help you. Okay. And then boundaries. What do you need? What questions do you need to ask me to fully understand my business and support me correctly? Yeah. And then lastly, personalization. Do you need examples of my writing to match my voice? If yes, tell me what you need. Yeah? All right. You guys like that? That's it. That's all you really need. And then you kind of build it as you go. But this will get you set up good enough to where you don't have to keep telling it the same stuff over and over. You don't have to worry about what it's going to say too much of, oh, now I got to fix that, fix that. Nope. It's going to have pretty much the basic foundations that you can build off of. Yeah? You guys like that? All right. Let me go ahead and copy the link real quick, and let me head over to my studio, and let me switch the slide before I do so. All right. So you guys, let me go ahead and kind of drop this in the chat for you. And while I'm dropping this in the chat, of course, I want to show you my training for next week. Now, this is really horrible when it comes to this photo. So I'm so sorry. I try to make it as close as possible. Let me see how bad that is. It's kind of bad, but you guys get the idea. So I wanted to show you guys tomorrow, we're going to do the modern onboarding. Okay. And then on here, we're going to do the when they return home and how to get repeat bookings to carry that through. So we're starting it here and then finishing it here. But on Saturdays mornings, I'm starting a new series. If you guys haven't seen it yet, Saturdays on the 1st and on the 4th of the month of Saturday at 9:30 a.m. PST, I'm going to do live travel Q&As. And I'm actually bringing Precious Carol. Yeah, you guys like gold? Precious Carol, y'all know her. That's my bestie and also one of my business partners that we do a lot of things together. And you guys get to pick our brains and ask us questions. So make sure you hop on December 6th. And then don't forget on December 17th, I'm also bringing this Courtney Palladino on here so we could do 2 leaders, 1 power pack session. Okay. But let me go ahead back over my studio now so I can drop that link for you. Okay. And then we'll do a closing and then you guys are good to go and hop off. But let me get you the link real quick. All right. 1 second. Drop that in the chat. All right, you guys should have it. So you guys should be good to go with the link. But now you have everything you need to build your own mini assistant, okay? You don't need to be techie. You don't need to be advanced. You just need to have these simple steps and some consistency, and you could go a long way, okay? But make sure you get all of that set up so your mini assistant can help you stay organized, respond faster, feel supported, and grow your business as ease, all right? So I want to thank you guys so much for being here tonight. Let's go ahead and start building this together so you guys are set up. Make sure you go ahead and show this video some love. If you like the content that I showed you guys tonight, make sure you like this video, comment, and I'm going to meet you in the chat now. Okay, I see the chat populating. So I'm going to head over there and answer any questions and play some outro music. And of course, I will see you guys tomorrow at 5 p.m. PST, where we're going to do the modern client onboarding kit. We're going to do that tomorrow. So I'll head over to the chat now. If you have questions, drop them there. If not, I will see you guys tomorrow at 5 p.m. PST.
Step 1, wake up early, gonna rise with the sun. Step 2, get some food in you. Step 3, grow hard about what you want to be. Step 4, everybody just do your thing.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Yo. Set your affirmations, aspirations. I got shit to do, the aftermath of preparation. Good food, good mood, blood in circulation. One step at a time, yeah, that's how you make it. Set a goal you control and the steps you take them. I try to pick one thought, have some concentration. And if I make a mistake, it's called education. I try to do this every day, call it replication. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Wake up. today's gonna be a good day. So life ain't easy.
Thanks for spending these moments with me. The world is big and beautiful and full of stories, and we're just getting started. Wherever the next horizon leads, I'll meet you there. Until then, keep wondering and keep exploring. And remember, Ash knows travel.